Hello everyone. This step covers the design of the inside of the crown inlay, the part that will be in contact with the preparations. This part of the construction and the parameters involved are crucial for proper fitting. In case you are not happy with the fitting of the produced part, it's here where you should look for possible parameter changes. The cement gap. The cement gap and additional spacing options can be set in the first tab of the cement gap dialog. Cement gap areas are displayed in yellow on the preparation. Areas without cement gaps are displayed in green. The cement gap options include the added yellow or green areas by selecting the corresponding brush icon and drawing on the preparation. To draw, hold the leftmost button and drag. To invert the brush functionality, hold Shift. Set the cement gap using the gap slider. Click and add another zone. To add a third area in another color on the preparation. You can edit this area using the corresponding brush icon as explained above. There is also a slider available to define the third zone's width. You can add spacing in axial direction that will be applied everywhere using the slide axial. To add horizontal spacing that's perpendicular to the axial direction using the slide radial. By default, these sliders are locked, indicated by the active lock icon, which means you cannot move them individually. Click the lock icon to deactivate this barrier. Designing the crown border. The second tab of the crown bottom dialog gives you access to parameters that define the shapes of the crown border. The graphic illustrates the meaning of the slider. The crown bottom border. The horizontal defines the horizontal crown border width. Typically, material property enforce certain limits here. For the cornea, a common minimum value is 0.2 millimeters. Angle defines the length of the angled part of the border. This may commonly be set to 0. Angle defines the angle of the angled part. Vertical defines an additional vertical border. Commonly, this also set to 0. Below margin defines an absolute offset of all the drawn margin points. The left side of the part 1, the horizontal part, in the insertion direction. The third tab in crown bottoms dialog gives you access to undercut related options and milling parameters. The undercuts in the preparation are blocked out by default, unless you specifically choose not to do so by checking Don't block out undercuts. A certain small angle may be applied for blocking out undercuts by sliding angle. By default, a value of 0 is used, meaning that undercuts are blocked out straight down. The slider size defines an undercut untouchable zone around the preparation margin, where the crown is never blocked out, even if it should be, due to undercut being presented above. We will further illustrate the effect of the option with an example for this case. We have intentionally set an incorrect insertion axial to illustrate this problem. The period with do not block out undercut set to 1 millimeters observed how the upper part is blocked out, but as soon as the untouchable zone is reached, the crown bottom will go back to the preparation. Note that it is not possible to produce this kind of restoration with 3-axial millings. And the behavior which do not block out undercuts set to 0 is illustrated. As you can see, the crown will not be in touch with the preparation around the margin. In both cases, the result will be not ideal and the restoration will need manual work, as a manual milling or adding ceramic for proper fitting. It is up to the operator to decide which option may be better in particular clinical case. And in the third tablet of crown bottom dialog, you can also change the parameter for tool diameter compensation. If you have selected a material that is to be milled, the checkbox anticipate milling is checked by default, and the diameter you can choose the diameter of the tool to be used for milling. It is beneficial to choose a value slightly higher than the diameter of the actual tool you are using. For example, you can choose 1.2 mm when milling with a 1 mm tool, and the bull nose or flat tool. Undercuts support tool compensation for both round and non-round milling burrs. It's called bull nose tools. Unchecking enable round burr tooling compensation, while checked means bull nose tool compensation. In both cases, undercut will show you the ideal tool compensated result. If this checkbox is activated, undercuts will always be blocked out. You can adjust to tip flat percentage to define your bull nose tool. 0% value means a round burr, while 100% means a true flat end burr is being used. Thank you for your time. Please like our video to encourage us to bring more content online.